All right, hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Brad Gottschall. I am the Lower Paxton Township Manager, and in typical fashion, I'm going to give a brief summary of this evening's agenda, particularly for the benefit of those who may be watching at home on television. So this evening is a business session of the Board of Supervisors, and the board does have a number of items to consider this evening, including a formal action to appoint Mr. Bill Minsker to the Community Engagement Committee, following which the board will take action to adopt Resolution 2023-29, which authorizes the submission of an application to the statewide, the CFA statewide grant process for the George Park Improvements Project. Following that, they will take action to approve application for payment number 3, which relates to the Brightville Playground Improvements Project. Then following that, the board will take action to approve Resolution 2023-30, which formally amends and restates the township's right to know policy with regard to a new change to staffing for that related action. And then following that, the board will take action to adopt Resolution 2023-28, which authorizes the township manager to approve expenses and pre-construction activities related to the newly granted Lincoln Street and Allentown Boulevard turning lane improvements project, that being a grant program through Dauphin County. Then finally, the board will take action to approve improvement guarantees, the payment of township and authority bills, and then finally, any last announcements before finally making a motion to adjourn. With all that said, members of the board are seated and prepared to conduct business. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gottschall. We'll call this meeting of the Lower Paxton Board of Supervisors to order. I'd like to ask everyone to please stand, and Supervisor Navarro will lead us in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This takes us to approval of minutes for the October 10th, 2023 budget and regular workshop meetings. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. This takes us to public comment. Public comment is for any item not on the agenda. If you are here to talk about an item on the agenda, we'll have public comment on that item at that time. Also would like to announce the board did meet in executive session prior to this meeting. Would anybody like to address the board on an item not on the agenda? Okay, seeing none. Chairman and board member comments. Board members, do you have any comments this evening?
I have a lot. So,
Shocked.
hey, keep us hopping. On November the 11th, Supervisor Judd attended the Eagle Scout award project for Kevin Grant. Kevin put a 30-foot American flagpole in George Park, and we gave him, Supervisor Judd gave him a proclamation from the township. Did you want to say anything else, Chris?
No, it was a great turnout. American Legion, the Boy Scouts, the Honor Guard, media coverage, the family, beautiful day, and really incredible project and a very impressive young man.
Good. And we appreciated that he chose, I see Rachel sitting back there, that he chose our park to do that. So, yeah. And thank you, Rachel, for working with him. Yeah. Then on November the 19th, Supervisor Zumas, he attended with a proclamation from Lower Paxton Township at the Colonial Golf and Tennis, which used to be the Colonial Country Club. George Ivanoff is 98 years old. He has been a member of Colonial Golf and Tennis, Colonial Country Club, for 75 years. And his son, Drew, had called and asked if we could do a proclamation, so Norm did that on Sunday. Did you want to offer anything, Norm?
It was well attended. Mr. Ivanoff was pleasantly surprised. His son, I know, Drew, is watching, so thank you, Drew, for providing the verbiage that we used to primarily put the citation together. And George was shot a couple times in World War II. At one time, they thought he was dead. They put him in a body bag, started to zip it up, and he stuck his hand out just before they closed it and said, "Hey, I'm still here." So, although George doesn't think he's a hero, he really is. So it was a good affair.
Good. November the 13th, I represented Lower Paxton. I sit on the state committee for PSATS, Pennsylvania Association of Township Supervisors. I represented Lower Paxton at the Lancaster County Supervisors Convention. And that same week, 15th and 16th, I had a 2-day meeting with PSATS across the river in Enola. Last night, Mr. Zumas and I, we are the delegates for the Capital Area Council of Governments, which we attend the third Monday of the month. And last night, Representative Fleming and Representative Kuntz was our speakers, and a lot of great information that they gave, to the group that was there. And we take in Lebanon, York, Cumberland, and Dauphin County. So that's why they call it the Capital Area COG. So I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're busy.
Busy.
And every time we attend these events, we're representing the Board of Supervisors from Lower Paxton Township.
Any other board members have comments? Seeing none. Managers report.
Yes, sir. Members of the board, it's been a while since I've done one of these, but it certainly gives me great pleasure to do so. With us this evening, we have Miss Denise Farley. Denise, do you want to come on up to the podium so we could get you on TV here for the benefit of the township, and certainly for the board members here. Denise Farley, again, began with the township as an administrative receptionist back on October 23rd. Denise, a transplant out of New York, joined us from the private sector, where she served a number of years with various well-established organizations in the area, providing administrative and customer service assistance in a number of capacities. If you've had the pleasure of meeting Denise out at the front windows, I'm sure you've noticed the positivity with which she treats her work, so I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
I'm excited to have her on staff, where I know she's going to continue making great contributions to the township, as it's really its frontline form of contact with the township. So,
Yes.
very important role. So Denise, hello.
How are you?
Good.
Thank you for having me.
Let me ask you a question, Denise, particularly for the board's benefit. What excites you the most getting to work with Lower Paxton Township?
Well, to be honest, I did not realize all of the moving parts that go on behind the scenes running a township and, dealing with all kinds of issues. And after being here for a few weeks, I realized that I would like to be a part of this. At the beginning it was, yes, I have a job at the township, but moving forward, I think I would be able to definitely contribute to the growth, and I'm looking forward to staying here.
Great. Well, welcome, Denise.
Thank you.
Yep. Welcome,
Nice-
Denise.
Nice to put
Thank
a
you.
face with a name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Do we have anything
That's all I
additional?
have, sir. Thank you.
Oh, that was a good report.
Just quickly, are you
Are you gonna
planning to introduce Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry, John. I didn't even see you in the audience, actually. Well, certainly, of course, as the board noted, we do have with us, joining us now formally, luckily, the new Director of Economic Development, Mr. Jeff Clare. Jeff, do you, I hate to put you on the spot. I gave Denise the heads up, but Jeff, would you like to come up and certainly introduce yourselves or introduce yourself and say any words or any further information there? But Jeff, certainly a new department for the township, the Department of Economic Development. It's a very exciting time for the board. Taking a very, I'd say, innovative and aggressive step to take stock of our economic development, and so Jeff is going to be leading that charge for you.
Well, I'm impressed that you thought I lost that much weight. So, thank you for that. This is an opportunity that I truly relish. and meeting many of you during the interview process. We came here not for a job, but to make a difference. And I think this community, this township, is going to be the gravy on the mashed potatoes in this region. So making a difference is why we're here, and making a difference is what's going to make you proud of what we're about to accomplish. So thank you for that.
We're excited to have you.
And who is the young lady with you?
This beautiful young lady
Yes, indeed.
is the boss. This is my wife, Dr. Amy Kitching. So
Welcome, Amy.
Welcome, Doctor. And so when you sell the Colonial Park Mall to a developer, your wife will guide you as to what stores should go into the new development, I hope.
actually, the designer.
The designer, all right, very good. Well, welcome aboard, everybody.
So if you get out of line or if you need coaching, we call her.
Well, Amy's father was also a World War II veteran with a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star.
Great.
So she has no problem punching me in the head.
Well, welcome both of you. It's
Yes.
great to have you aboard. We have no old business, amazingly. We do, however, have a rather lengthy agenda of new business to deal with tonight. So let's begin by taking action to appoint Bill Minsker, who is on the Township's Historical Commission, to the Community Engagement Committee. So, anybody who'd like to make a motion to appoint Bill, who is certainly familiar to all of us?
Sure, I make a motion that we approve action to appoint Bill Minsker to the Community Engagement Committee.
Is there a
Welcome.
second?
I'll second it.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Well, Bill's already significantly and probably more engaged in the community than anybody I know. So, great addition to it. Thank you for stepping up to that committee, Bill. I know you have a lot of irons in the fire already. So, we do now need to take action to adopt Resolution 2023-29, this authorizing submission of an application to the Commonwealth Financing Authority for a statewide local share assessment grant for the Thomas B. George Park Improvements Project.
Good evening.
Rachel, good to see you.
Likewise. Tonight I present to you Resolution 2023-29. I am requesting the grant submission of Commonwealth Financing Authority statewide local assessment grant of $1 million for George Park Improvement Project. We continue to work through. Brad, would you be able to show the drawing?
There we are.
Provide a visual of what we're planning to do. Thank you. We continue to work through the master plan that was completed earlier this year. We are recommending making improvements to George Park. The improvements would provide a community hub that enhances the park with the addition of 2.5 basketball courts, 4 pickleball courts, and 2 sand volleyball courts. In addition to these popular activities, we will be expanding the parking and providing additional pavilion seating in a courtyard for social gatherings. This project alone would total $2,092,000, and the requested grant is $1 million. So therefore, I am asking for the authorization of the grant application of 2023-29.
Rachel, I just have a couple questions. So try to picture for me where the pickleball court's going to be.
So you can see the faded portion on the right-hand side there. That is the inline hockey rink,
Okay.
if that gives you the proximity. And then below where it's shaded is where Possibility Place is. So it's kind of on that hill there in the flat
Okay.
space.
Okay. And then I read in the packet, which backstop are you taking down?
No backstop.
I could have sworn I read that. Okay. I'll have to look
Nope.
for that again.
Yeah, please
Okay.
let me know, because
Okay.
nope, there is not a backstop. It's just an open field. I believe the Teener baseball field is on the other side, close to Lamplight, and that's the only baseball.
Doesn't it say on there?
Oh, that was probably from the original master plan. That we'll have to remove that. So thank you for catching that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we took the quote out of the master plan. And since it was an $8 million project, we're trying to do this in phases. And so we're focused on the community hub, which is $2 million.
Okay, so where, quote, that said backstop, was that where like National Night Out is? Is that where the backstop that you were originally going to take out?
No, it would be the Lamplight, by Lamplight, the Teener Field where we do the overflow
Oh,
parking.
Okay,
That would
okay.
be the backstop that we
Okay.
would eventually take out.
okay. Well, I think the pickleball players will definitely be excited.
Definitely.
And there's parking expansion, I
Yes,
see.
yes.
What is that? It says 1,200 SY. What is that? Or how many additional spots?
I believe it's 15 additional spots, but also this year, that is not part of the project. We are going to be creating a drive access to the lower lot of Ranger to have access to parking there as well, not having to go through the church.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. Exciting.
Good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Rachel, just out of curiosity, is there any discussion with the church about the changes that we're about to make?
Yep.
They're on board?
They are aware.
Oh, okay.
There's a difference between aware and on board.
They've had a turnover in who is the pastor there.
Yes.
So
Pastor Ross left.
the previous pastor had notified me that they were planning to not renew the lease, and the new pastor told me they would like to renew the lease. So we have notified them that we have plans to expand our parking, so we're working through that.
Great.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Any additional questions or comments for Rachel? Okay, excellent. Very good progress. Do we have a motion then to adopt Resolution 2023-29?
I will make that motion as read, authorizing the submission of the application to Commonwealth Financing Authority for statewide local share assessment grant for Thomas B. George Park Improvements Project.
So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. We now need to take action to approve the application for payment number 3 for the Brightbill Playground Improvements Project. I gather that means it's moving along well.
Yeah, talk about progress. Yes, sir. The park is looking really, really nice. Great work there. This application for payment in the amount of $107,291.25 to Rogel Incorporated would be payment number 2 in this process. Yes, but yes, it's going very.
Number 3.
It's payment number 3. Yep, payment number 3 for the Brightbill Playground.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Is,
Yeah, I do recall we've done this twice before, so.
Okay.
Any questions? Is there a motion to approve the application for payment number 3 for the Brightbill Playground Improvements Project?
So moved in the amount of $107,291.25.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Now we need to take action to adopt Resolution 2023-30, amending and restating Resolution 2022-32, the right to know policy for municipal public records. Mr. Godshall.
Yes, sir. Members of the board, this action tonight, this resolution merely changes the township's right to know policy with regard to the township's alternate in the role of right to know officer, that being the communications manager, Mr. Jack Scherzer. Jack will be taking the place, obviously, of course, of our former communications manager, Leanne Urban. So that is the one and only change to this policy.
Any questions? Motion to approve Resolution 2023-30.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, aye? Aye. We now need to take action to adopt Resolution 2023-28, authorizing the township manager to approve expenses and pre-construction activities for the TISIP Lincoln Street, Allentown Boulevard Turning Lane Improvement Project. Mr. Godshall, any comments? I think we're familiar with this, but anything you wish to add?
No, sir. Just another good, exciting piece of news. We got a $203,500 grant from the county for this project, and it's going to greatly improve the safety of this this heavily trafficked intersection.
Any questions or comments?
It's just a quick comment. For those that don't know, it's the intersection by McDonald's on Route 22. There's been a series of accidents there over the course of time. One particular resident was in an accident and did a little study of his own and said that starting at West Hanover Township, going all the way down to Susquehanna, that's the only intersection in Lower Paxton Township that crosses Route 22 that didn't have a traffic signal, the only one. So verifying what he had to say, I think it was a well-needed improvement to the safety of that intersection.
And there was somebody, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, that actually passed away from an accident there also. There's been a lot. You just can't get across there.
It's very dangerous trying
It's
to.
dangerous.
And
yeah.
it's not a traffic signal we're putting in, right? It's no turn, no left turn,
Correct. Yeah, we're going to,
make a right.
right,
Coming
we're
out
going to,
of
yep, we're going to,
Lincoln Street, McDonald's, you could make a right, don't try to cross and.
correct,
Make a-
yep.
And even coming off of Crumbs Mill, that's going to have to be a right also. They're not going to be able to cross.
Crumbs Mill.
The U-Haul.
Oh,
It's right
not
across the
Crumbs Mill.
street.
Is
Yeah.
that Crumbs Mill?
No,
Yeah.
No.
No, it's
that's
not
not
Crumbs
Crumbs
Mill.
Mill.
No,
Oh, not
it's,
Crumbs Mill,
Crum.
Crumbs Lane, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Crumbs
Yeah, I
Mill.
was going to
Crumbs
say,
Lane.
wait a minute, that's a long way away.
That'll be right out
Crumbs
only.
Lane,
and-
yeah.
Long Crum.
right out
That'll
only.
be a right too.
It's a
so-
crummy intersection.
Yeah.
It's a crummy intersection.
But Brad,
Oh, bad.
they're putting a divider up, right? Is it
They're going to, yes, they're going to put a little concrete island in the middle of that intersection, the crossing intersection, and then on either crossroad, they're going to extend or actually install additional concrete islands as well.
Excellent.
And appropriate signage, yes.
Yeah, and I want to thank the police department because that was a lengthy traffic study that they had to do, to come up with the solution, so.
It'll be much safer when Jack wants to go get his 2 double quarter pounders with cheese for lunch to get back and forth. So very, very good, and congratulations to everybody involved in getting grant money to help pay for it. That's always helpful. So is there a motion to adopt Resolution 2023-28?
So moved.
Thank you, Supervisor Judd. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Okay, this takes us to subdivision and land development. We do have improvement guarantees, of which I see there are 2. Looks to be fairly routine. Any questions about a motion to approve the improvement guarantees?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve the improvement guarantees.
Say that 3 times fast.
No. Estates of Autumn Oaks Phase 2 and 1521 Blue Mountain Parkway.
So moved. Is there a second?
second?
Moved and seconded. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
This takes us to payment of bills for Lower Paxton Township and the Lower Paxton Township Authority. Mr. Treasurer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I make a motion that we approve payment of bills for Lower Paxton Township and the Lower Paxton Township Authority.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
I'd like a roll call vote, please.
Mrs. Lindsay.
Aye.
Mr. Zumis.
Aye.
Mr. Judd. Mr. Navarro.
Abstain for personal reasons.
Mr. Henry.
Aye. Passed. This takes us to announcements, other than to wish everybody a very blessed Thanksgiving. Hard to believe. We're at that season and just a couple days away, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Anybody else have any?
Yeah, we have, in this room next Tuesday night at 7, it will be Sewer Authority.
And the next meeting of the Board of Supervisors will be Tuesday, December 5th at 7 p.m. With that, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second? Second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.